Hi, it's Aunt Stacy, here to talk a little bit about creating the perfect grooming environment. There are a few key elements that if you take into consideration and you adapt when you are working with kitty cats, be it at home or in the salon, that will make a great difference in your cat having a positive experience versus a negative one. The more positive the experience, the more cooperative the kitty, the happier it is, the more likely it will be to continue to have good positive sessions. So the first most important thing that I believe is the most important thing is to have a very quiet, uninterrupted environment. You don't want people walking in and out of your grooming area. You don't want service workers, lawn care people. You don't want a lot of noise from children or barking dogs or anything that will be very distracting and overwhelming. It's important to keep in mind that every sound that you hear, a cat hears more intensely, more loudly. It definitely affects them in a way much stronger than it does us. They are prey animals, and so they're always thinking that they could be under attack when something strange is going on, when they hear a strange noise. So they're always a little worried that something could be coming after them. If we're grooming them, they're already a little bit on the stressed side because we're doing something without their permission, so to speak. So we have to be very cognizant of keeping the environment as calm as we can. Now, when it comes to sound and noise, it is very helpful to have some meditative music playing softly in the background. You don't want this music to be overpowering. You don't want it to be very loud. Again, a cat can hear much better than we can, so it doesn't have to be loud. You just want soft, meditative music playing in the background. Some people like to play classical music for their kitty cats. I really don't like that because sometimes you can get into a lot of high tempos with the music. It can go very slow and soft, and then all of a sudden just boom, 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 and then very soft again. And those changes can be upsetting. It's a lot better if you can use meditative music, string instruments, wind instruments, those kinds of things that have a very melodic sound to it, a very easygoing sound. You may love country or rap or hip hop or whatever music that you like to listen to personally might put you in a really good mood, but it's not going to work for the cat. So save that for your own time. When you're working on the kitty, keep really soft music going in the background. Now, another thing that you can do to create a really good environment is think about where you're grooming this cat. If there are a lot of places for the cat to escape to, that is what the cat's going to be thinking about. So if you're at home, I suggest to people, if you have a cat who's resistant to being groomed, that you do it in a laundry room or a bathroom, somewhere where you can shut the door and there's not a bed for the cat to go underneath. There's no door for it to run through and go hide underneath something where you have to drag it out to finish the session. A lot of times I suggest people put a towel or a bath mat on top of the washing machine or the dryer because it's a good height and you can comb the kitty and do everything that you need to do that way. If you're in a salon setting, the same thing applies. You want to make sure that the doors are shut, that there's nowhere that the cat can get to and hide. Cats are always looking for a place to escape to. So if you have any ductwork that could possibly get open, or a door or window or something up high that a cat could jump onto to get away, think about that. Look around your environment and think, if I were a cat and I wanted to get away, where could I go? And you'll be surprised at what you might see if you start looking at it that way. You're going to hear me talk a lot about looking through the cat's eyes because I think that's really important. If we get away from what we want and how we see things and we really look at how the cat might see things, we can adapt accordingly. Now, the other thing about the environment to keep in mind is that you want to have all your tools handy. You want to have everything right there. You don't want to have to stop and start and take your hands off the cat because you're having to rummage through a drawer or dig through a bag or something to find something. So have all your tools laid out before you get started, and that includes your combs, your brushes, your coat spray, your nail clippers. A towel is a good thing to have handy in case you need to you need an extra hand to kind of contain the cat or give the cat a little bit of privacy, Elizabethan collar, any of these tools that you're going to be using when you're grooming the kitty cat. So have those laid out, have that ready to go. So we'll just reiterate: quiet environment, no dogs, no other cats. not no other people, just a one-on-one intimate environment. You want to make sure your tools are handy. You want to make sure it's soft music playing in the background. You want to make sure there's nowhere that the cat can escape. And you want to make sure that you're working on this cat in an area that's comfortable for you and comfortable for the cat. So hopefully that'll help you out a little bit when you're creating an ideal, perfect environment for your kitty cat grooming. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know and I'll be happy to address those. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, purrs.